Hello there, everyone. This is Soul17 here, and let me get through this like usual. I do not own this picture, nor do, this is not a paid video. I don't know why I was going with that, but, this is a, what if the deku was was the reincarnation of Meliodas? And, well, how can I say this? This was another idea given to me, and I was okay with doing it. And I don't know where I was gonna go with this, but I was thinking about it. Kind of went along with it, and I'm gonna have I was gonna make, this is like the second one when I'm gonna make like Momo be like, remember Meliodas, and then he's gonna have like the dragon tattoo and the demon, the mark that he has on his head when he wants to use his full power, but he's never going to. Only if, Bond was in here, which I don't think he will be because he became immortal. Okay, so, yeah. This is the what if I was talking about, where I'm gonna make Todoroki be, in love with Momo. And then Momo was just gonna completely, utterly, abandon him, but reasons why. She's gonna be Elizabeth. Meliodas' girlfriend / wife / angel. So, yeah. Anyways. How do we start this off? Easy. Meliodas and Elizabeth, they have a kid. They died to natural causes, they died of old age, but they had one final reincarnation. Elizabeth has one final reincarnation to go through. Meliodas, on the other hand, he thinks he's gonna go back to purgatory and live the rest of his life. But no, actuality, I know demons and angels live along, but let's just say they lost their immortality due to their parents just being angry. They would age, so that's their curse, to be mortal, and they left them at that. But Meliodas and Elizabeth would still have their angel powers, and while Meliodas would have his demonic powers, Elizabeth would have her angel powers. So yeah, but anyways, so basically they died of old age. They will be reincarnated many years into the future. So, My Hero Academia is the future of the Seven Deadly Sins world. Magic has been long forgotten. Demons and angels have not fought since the end of, Seven Deadly Sins. And I don't know the ending. I'm just saying, whatever happens in the anime or in the future, whenever this video is out and you find out the ending, that's how it ends. But the little bit twist is, both of their parents decide to make them mortal and just live out their lives as mortals. So yeah. But anyways, and so they are reincarnated into the future. Basically, Izuku is basically been reincarnated into his I don't know Meliodas' last name, but basically they had a child. It kept the bloodline going, and even for many generations. So basically this is one of those generations of Meliodas' and Elizabeth's kids. And they just, and basically he just got reincarnated back into his family. So basically their quirks are, it's still Inko and Hasashi. Inko is, his great granddaughter. But actuality, yeah. And he gets reincarnated as her son. So, when he wakes up as a baby, he goes I wonder where I am. That's what he's thinking as a baby. But, Inko has no Inko has enhanced strength and a little bit of demonic power, but that's it. She only has enough to summon out flames. So they think it's a quirk, but it's magic, and only their family knows about magic. But the DNA of the like demons have been gone, like almost gone out of existence in their family. So they only have like, immense strength and like only able to use the fire, the purple fire. That's it. But Meliodas will be able to use everything. Unknowns to him though, because I'm having somebody come and tell him. Not naming who right now, but yeah. So Quirk Doctor couldn't steal his quirk. It has no quirk. It's magic. Bam! Like immediately, Meliodas knew. So he felt weird. He felt like something was trying to take something out of him, but they couldn't. And the doctor's face was puzzled. So he just basically tapped the doctor on the head. It sent him flying and opened up the room with multiple Nomus, like body parts and everything. And which Inko called the police. So yeah, he got arrested. All for one secret plan was gone. No Nomu. But anyways. Yeah, anyway, so everything happened somewhat similar. It's just Izuku's like very powerful. He knows everything about his past life. So yeah, he's Meliodas. He even acts like him too. He starts training his body. He starts working out. Bakugo tries to bully him. He basically just flicks him in the freaking head, sending him flying into a wall. He's just smiling. Goes like, I told you I was pretty strong, didn't I? Now, if you guys don't want to get any troubles, I suggest you guys run away and don't tell no one. Just say he overdid an explosion and, well, that's it. He sent himself flying. And they go, right. So, yeah. So, anyways, give me a moment here. Alright, I got everything I needed. Just for names. So, so basically, I'm just gonna give you, this is just a lot of details. Or that's what if, I gotta admit. But anyways, actually no, I just started. I'm just skipping over time skips. So that was when he was 4. He did a lot of that. When he was 6, he got the freaking Sin of Wrath tattoo, which appeared on his arm. And he just smiled at this. Inko, Hasashi's in his eye, are just shocked by this. And basically his mom was like, how did you get that? And he was like, oh, this? I had this in my past life. I was called Meliodas, the Sin of Wrath, in which Inko had a cup in her hand, which she just drops, and she goes, Grandpa? He goes, no. I'm, your son. I said past life. I'm not gonna, kind of treat you like you're my granddaughter. And Hisachi's like, wait, what? What happened? What's going on? And then, from, basically, this is 6 years old. So basically, from the heaven, a light appears into the room. It is the supreme deity? Yeah, I'm gonna check that. Yeah, the supreme deity, which is Elizabeth's mother. I think, if I'm not 100% correct, then sorry, but anyways. So the supreme deity comes, and Meliodas goes like, oh, hi! It's nice to see you again. After the whole entire take away my curse, made me and Elizabeth immortal, along with my dad. And basically, the Supreme Deity took on a human form for this. I'm not going to show a picture of it because I don't really care about it. But let's just say, she looks like a... she looks like somebody that died in Meliodas' family. That's a woman. His past great-great-granddaughters or grandchildren. So yeah, and he goes, basically she says, yes, it's been a while, Meliodas. How have you been? He goes like, well, I reincarnated, which I have a feeling you had something to do with. And he just smiling. I know, but basically, this is just like him. It's heartless and became back to his demon form. Demon ways, which he's gonna be sometimes. But yeah, she goes, yes, I know. I brought you and Elizabeth back to be reincarnated. Reasons why? Well, you showed me that demons could be different. Could have fallen in love and be different than what I thought they were. even your father has. Well, former father, as she looks at Hasashi, and he's just going like, huh? He goes, yeah, so how's dear old Demon King father of mine? She just says, well, after he heard you die, he went into a slump. And, I mean, he's already passed on the throne, but he went to a slump out of grief and sadness, and, well, he never felt that way, and now he does. So he didn't know what it was until I met him, and so on and so forth. We kind of made an agreement on, like, if you ever get reincarnated, we would not try to stop you and my daughter to be together again. And he goes, oh, okay, thanks. But seriously, why the heck you reincarnate me? Wait, does that mean Elizabeth is, reincarnated? And she goes, mm-hmm, she is. And you have all your demonic abilities, your first stage, second stage, and, well, you're leader of the, what are they called? And your power as the, leader of the 10 Commandments, you still have. It's just all piled up in one. So he was like, oh, okay. So you mean every power I ever had or gained from my past, I still have? She goes, yep. Anyways, I hope you enjoy your life, because after this, you may be reincarnated again, but years later into the future. He was like, so it's always going to be me and Elizabeth? He goes, no. Elizabeth just gets reincarnated because she had another reincarnation happening. She may not be. You'll have to find her on your own, but she won't. If you do, she won't remember you. But I let her have all her memories. So, good luck to you, Meliodas. Or should I say Izuku Midoriya? And then he just smiles and goes like, yeah, hey, come by and visit sometime. I don't mind talking to you. Even though I hate angels, and you, but I'm different life, so I'm giving you a chance, to not mess it up. Which she says thank you and leaves. Inko says, okay, explanation. So, Meliodas explains everything. Hasashi can't believe it. Magic actually exists. Inko knew. She's surprised. She's wondering, so what's gonna happen? He was like, oh, easy. I'm just gonna pretend I'm Izuku Midoriya, and I do have a quirk is superhuman strength, and, well, our abilities. It's just a quirk that's ever evolving. And since Dad, as he points to Hasashi, says has fire breathing, maybe I can. And then Izuku starts breathing black flames. Or should I say Meliodas? He goes, huh. That is something that I'm gonna need to get used to. Anyways, I'm gonna go right to training. And he just goes into his room and starts training. He's not a fan of All Might. But yeah. Which Hasashi says, your family's weird. She says, I know. I mean, there used to be a guy that was called Undead Bond, which my family had a history back in my old house with my parents. He goes, yeah. Seriously, how could someone be undead? The Fountain of Youth, she says. Wait, that has actually existed? Hasashi's confused, and she goes, yeah. He was the Fountain of Youth until he brought back a girl named Elaine. I wonder how she's doing. She's still alive. He gave his mortality for her. Or should I say, he gave his immortality to her, so she came back. And, yeah, Elaine is still in this. But anyways, so we're just going to do a big time skip all the way to the day of the... not the day of the... Yeah, the day of the anime, but after school. So, like, when Izuku's going underneath the bridge. I'm just saying Meliodas. As, basically, he has dyed his hair yellow. He's actually, not had changed it to this way. He just... he keeps his hair green. He had, like, no freckles. And he's not the same height as Meliodas was. He's still the same size as Izuku, but yeah. So basically, as Meliodas is walking underneath the bridge, the sludge villain, comes out saying, "Give me your body, kid!" And Meliodas just has a little grin on his face, like, the deity. I mean, God, hold on. The supreme deity, has come by and talked to Meliodas, and she actually learned that he's actually a pretty cool, a pretty nice person to hang out with, and she realized, no wonder why her daughter fell in love with him. Maybe his father is the same way. And she thought, and Meliodas said, he's not. She goes, what? He goes, oh, sorry, that was all over your face. He's not the same way as me. Well, I don't know how he is now. I didn't meet him, so yeah. But but anyways, yeah. So back to this, back to the sludge villain part. So the sludge villain, watches. Tries to get his body. I already said that, but the supreme deity has been watching Meliodas, and she just says to herself, "Oh my god, that stupid mortal, he's gonna get hurt." As in Meliodas had the mark. You know how when he activated the first time when against the fight with Bond, he has that mark, but then he turns around, throws a punch, and when he throws it, it splatters the sludge villain all over, and then he burns almost every single piece of sludge, besides the little one, puts him in a bottle, wraps him up, twists it, and just says to him, "How's it feel to be trapped in there, huh? This is why you should never attack somebody from behind, or in the front, or at all, because you never know what type of power they're gonna have." And then he just puts him there in the sludge and goes like, "Yes, I won't do it again. Please, just don't." What? You're not gonna kill him? He's like, "No, I don't kill people, or, I kill demons and angels, but well, not angels anymore. Demons, yes, if they come around, that is." See ya. As he's just walking away. He's just whistling. And so, All Might comes. He says, "Oh yeah, wait, what? Where's the sludge?" As the sludge villain says, "I'm right here, All Might. Please, I'm ready to go to the prison." And All Might goes like, "Oh, all right then." So Bakugo never gets attacked. Bakugo did say everything. He's still, Bakugo, the angry Pomeranian that we know. But anyways, I can shut off my fan. I'm sorry for rushing this a little bit, and it kind of sounds rushed because I have work tonight. So yeah, it's already 4:09, so I'm kind of rushing, so that way I don't have to. So that way I can eat dinner and get ready, get out, then come back and make another video, which I have been asked for Carnage. What if Deku got cremation? What Deku was? I mean, not what Deku. What if Issei was a reincarnation / Cloud and Sephiroth? I've been asked a lot. So I'm gonna make, after this video tonight, I'm going to make one more video, and that's probably come out tomorrow morning. But it is going to be the what Deku got no. I have to do the what if Asta, then I'll do the what if Deku got cremation, then the Sephiroth, and then a new what if. Alright, everyone? So please understand that. It takes time. I mean, the videos take very long to upload. I don't have any faster Wi-Fi speed. I deal with what I have, and that's it. So please understand that. But anyways, let's continue on with the story. So yeah, so as Meliodas is walking home, as Meliodas gets home, he basically is surprised. Inko and Hasashi says surprise, and they have a present there. And he goes, "What the, Mom and Dad? What's the present for?" He goes, "Oh, it's just a happy graduation. I think it's time that you're ready." He goes, "Huh? Ready for what?" "Ready for you to get your sacred treasure," which Inko says, and he goes, "Wait, you mean my sacred treasure?" Hold on. Okay, so I do not know how to pronounce the last name, but it's Demon Sword Lostvine? Lostvine? Or Lostvine? I don't know. But, so basically, that's what he says. So he opens up the gift, and it is his sacred treasure, his short sword, which allows him to, split off his power into, other versions of his clones. And so he's pretty shocked by this. He says, "How long have you..." He goes, "Pretty long. it's been passed down through the family from generation to generation. We had to get it refixed, and it did cost a lot of money, but well, that's what it would have cost. But I know a couple of people that could have helped, so I called them, and they were gladly to do it. So, what do you think? Meliodas just says, "It looks like it's brand new. It's been so long. I'm glad to survive after all these years." Well, wait, I can't kill since I'm gonna try to become a hero. And she says, "Oh, yeah, the blade isn't, well, if you can see, it isn't really sharp. It's able to cut through with, well, put your own magic into it, but that's it. That's the only way. If you don't, it can just knock people out." He goes, "Really?" She goes, "Yeah, we made sure the blade wasn't able to cut. It's kind of like the reverse blades of katanas, if you saw, well, if you read up on it." And he goes, "Yeah, I have. So it's like one of those. But the blade is just, well, the blade, and everything's just the same on it, but it's just made that way, right?" "Yeah, we had to refix the whole entire blade, so, he was like, "Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, I understand now." So yeah, that's one thing. So 10 months go by. Milios has gone to the gym, and he has basically found a gym where they can increase the weights as much as you need. And as a young child, he's been going there, so he's very very strong. They know, and and he can lift up like 2 million pounds. I forget what his full strength is like, but I can see him cut through. I see he can like go through a giant's arms of like fire magic along his blade, and he can take down demons that are like stronger than him and probably can destroy like a whole entire section of a town or a city town. So I'm saying is like he can lift like not 2 million. No, I think that's too highballing it. I would say 9,000 pounds. Yeah, what that now when he was younger he only lived like when he was 8 he only lived like 800. So yeah, so he's been going there. He can lift like 9,000 pounds, and that's him just doing a light workout. So anyway, so yeah, but after training there for 2 hours, he goes home. Everything goes somewhat similar to canon. He does clean up Deku Beach. All my did get that injury, and let's say hmm, let's say Bakugo gets the quirk, the one for all, and that's what they're gonna do. But since since basically Meliodas cleaned up the beach, they can, and he also improved on his fire, you know, that he improved on it. Like he made it a lot more like he improved on it to the point where he can use it as a second sword, and it won't burn him, and it won't burn anyone unless he wants it to. So yeah, that's pretty impressive. And that was only took like 2 days for him to clean up the beach. He trained in the mountains with the fire during like after cleaning up the beach. So he started that training in the mountains. And he's been there ever since. So basically, that took like 2 months for him to learn, and then he's just trained his body in the woods. And then he meets somebody he hasn't seen in a very long time. The Demon King. He says, "Hello there, Meliodas. It seems that you've grown up to be a fine man once again." And he goes, "Oh, hey, Dad. How have you been? I heard about the whole entire sulking you did after you heard I died and wasn't going to be going to purgatory. Sucks for you, right?" He goes, "I'm glad you didn't. Anyways, how have you been?" And he just tells the Demon King what he's been doing all this time. He goes, "That's good. You still have all your powers, I see." He was like, "Yep. but I'm limited my body itself to what I can do. Heck, I even gave myself some seals on myself. As in basically he lifts up his shirt showing where they are. He made the seals, he put his own magic into it. He asked the great deity to help him out with that when he was like 8. No, yeah, 8.5 he asked. And she was willing to help out, so he says each seal has a lot of my magical power or sealed away in it, and the only thing I can do now is the first stage of, well, you know, the mark that I have. And also, I can just have the black armor that comes around me and heals me. That's all. And he goes, well, it seems like you're a lot smarter, now than then. And Meadows just laughs and goes, so, why are you in here anyways, besides just trying to chat with me? He goes, well, my son, I want to apologize. He goes, huh? He goes, yes, I would like to apologize and say I am sorry. But I'm sorry for that I never let you be happy. It seems love wasn't a weakness as I thought. And I seen the children, you had. The child you had with Elizabeth, so I was upset that I could not, see it. Meet the child. And, well, Meliodas just smiles a little and goes like, it happens. Hey, you get to meet the next one. Goes, yes, she told me about it, so I'm trying to make my presence known and try to be there for you. I know I've been trying to figure out how to talk to you about this for the past 13 and a half years, right? It was, yep, almost turned 14. It was, well, I've been trying to figure out how to talk to you and how to respond. And all I just said to myself, you know what? Just go in and talk. And then I started freaking out, saying, what if you... And he goes, yeah, I kind of figured. Well, you never been like that, Dad, he says. He goes, yeah, time to change. You get old, you change. Which, I almost just laughs at this, so yeah. But basically, he gave Meliodas not a commandment, but more like a present from a father's son. It is a treasure, not a treasure specifically, but a weapon for Meliodas that he had made. He says it's not a treasure like the sacred treasure you have, but you can consider it a treasure from an old life that, well, has been long forgotten. As this blade is, well, most people can't wield it, nor no human can wield it. Only a Pacific demon, and it basically is a blade that curves. I say like, the blade curves. It's not a regular sword. It's no. I always thought Melios could always use a scythe. So yeah, let's say it's a scythe. Well, it's a sword that can turn to a scythe. It's weird. He has to use his magic to make it transform. So basically, it's a long sword that can transform into a scythe, and the whole entire thing will change too. So yeah, but anyways, Leo says thank you for him, and he says, now where am I going to put this? He just says, oh yes, here's an ability I can give you, and he says, I gave you your own pocket dimension. He goes, wait, what? He goes, yeah, you're welcome. And he disappeared. He basically opened up the portal back to the demon, the realm that he comes from, and he goes in. Leo puts the long sword, into the pocket dimension. He was like, cool. At least Dad isn't annoying as he was back then. And so Meliodas trains. And then the UA exam. Meliodas did a lot of training for about 7 months, and then he studied for the next 3. So let's just say he gets a 90. He comes in second place. Bakugo was first. And though it even had some questions on the about like some heroes of ancient times, that was the bonus question, and Meliodas answered that with precision. And heck, he actually corrected Nezu on the whole entire question. It asked about who were the great world knights who saved this world many years ago from the Demon King, and it had all the names wrong. By that, I mean he changed it. It was to seven deadly sins because it says the people with the it says the people with the tattoos, and it showed a picture of each one, the symbol of them. So it had all the symbols of the seven deadly sins, and he corrected saying, well, "Who were the seven deadly sins that saved the world from the after the demon king?" And it had all the names wrong. He corrected everything, and then it says then there was like a last question said all the above. He circled that, which as soon as Nezu saw that paper, he basically went. He basically found records of who they were, and he corrected it. I mean, he basically was in shock. He says, "How did I mean? This is like a he just got this book today. He found it, and he was going to like doing future things of like fix that bonus question, but all this years he thought that was their names, and then he finds out the truth. He's like, "Well, that is embarrassing." But wait, how did this boy knew? Well, I'll find out sooner or later. So yeah, so is basically Meliodas is just waiting in the front, just well, just basically waiting. Everyone's wondering what the heck. Um, Uraraka, he never did bump into Uraraka, so yeah, but Ida kind of comes up saying, "Hey, you're standing too close to it," blah blah blah. And Meliodas, I mean, wait, no. The whole entire is it 1 point or 2 point or 3 explanation happened. Then along with Ida, I mean, Meliodas didn't care about Ida, so he didn't bother stopping him, and that happened. So yeah, now we're here. Yeah, so basically, Meliodas says here because like, sorry, but who are you to tell me where I can go and where I can't? You're not the boss of me. I don't see no police badge, no authority book, no I don't know, some symbol to rank how you are. Are you a knight? No. Are you a king? No. Are you anything of the sorts that I can think? You are entitled to tell me where I can go and who I am, or where I can stand. And it goes, how dare you? I am Ida Tenya. I'm her Tenda, family, and it goes, so? I'm Izuku Midoriya, and I don't care. Then basically, before anything else could happen, President Mike comes on. He says, when those doors open, I need you guys to go. And then Meliodas just looks at Ida and says, well, it's been nice knowing you, but I'm gonna go. And then Ida's about to say, what do you mean the doors aren't? As then Meliodas just kicks the door open. Just basically kicks it open. He goes like, and they both go flying off the hinges all the way to the other side of the mock city that they made. And everyone's in shock by this, and he goes, well, that's pretty cool. I didn't use that much strength in that kick. Well, see ya. As he just starts running off, and well, basically, he ran off to him. Everyone else he disappeared, and he just goes right through robots, dismantling them easily. Heck, he had both his weapons registered, one as a lethal weapon, one as a non-lethal weapon. But he grabs out the long sword, and then he just slices right through with his pocket dimension, out of the pocket dimension, basically, out at the 3 pointer and 2 pointer. People are wondering, what the heck? Like, how did he get this? And then next thing you know, he just says, let's see what special ability Dad said it has. As he puts his, magic into it, all of a sudden the blade starts to transform in Meliodas' hand. He goes, what the? As it starts to morph into a scythe. He goes, so that's what Dad meant. Cool. As it's on fire too, like it has flames like coming off of it, and he slices right through. Like there's like three robots coming at him on each side. he basically spin around and slice through all of them. And, well, he just goes like, this blade is sharp. Yeah, I wonder how I'm going to. As then he started putting magic into the blade. He was like, oh, okay. That's good. Oh, yeah, just to let you guys know, Meliodas is still bad at cooking. He tried to cook, for his mom and dad. Just want to put that in. He tried to cook, food for his mom and dad. They just say, it's terrible. He says, it's good, right? He was like, no, it's terrible. I was like, I know. So yeah, I want to put that in. I forgot. Why am I forgetting shit? Oh yeah, work soon. Eesh, rushing a little. Sorry, but anyways, Meliodas, goes in for more robots. He's ranking up pretty quickly. He's already at 500 robots, which is shocking. Then the whole entire zero pointer comes in. He's not. I mean, he's right where the zero pointer, crushes Uraraka. Well, with the rubble, but but in this one, he's right there. He sees Uraraka about to get crushed by the zero pointer. I mean, not by the zero pointer, by the rubble that the zero pointer, knocked the building. Then the rubble comes down. So he basically saves her. And then gets her to safety. And he says, "All right, this is gonna be fun." So she was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna destroy it." So he gets out his demon sword, Lostvine. I mean, yeah, his basically his demon sword, Lostvine. And she goes, "What the?" And he puts the other sword away. And then he says, "Sacred treasure, activate." And there's many different clones. There's 5 clones of him. So oh wait, I forgot to mention he does have full counter, but he has a physical version of it now because there's no magic. So hold on. Alright, I'm back from one. So yeah, like I said, since there's no magic, he had to get the full. I mean, he also has the full counter for physical attacks. So yeah, so basically, each Meliodas goes after the basically different part of the zero pointer. They cut right through the arms because it had the black fire on it. Well, the demonic flame. And they cuts right through the metal pretty easily. But they also go so fast it actually cuts them into pieces. And then for the real one, he just jumps up and punches right through the robot, and then he does the whole entire thing where he just goes flying back and goes right through the robot each time, and then right through the head downwards. It's like that one demon he killed, exactly the same way, but he basically goes downwards for the finishing move, killing the robot, or I say destroying the robot completely. Which everyone's in shock by this. He just goes, "Whew, that was a little bit much." But I need to test out what I can do. So yeah, and well, nobody was watching this in this one, but anyways, so yeah, everyone, well, the whole entire thing stops because everyone ran out of time. President Mike says, if you don't make it into this school, try out another school, and because we need more heroes. A few days pass, and he got the letter. He got in. He basically got in. There was no denying it. He beat the record, and he didn't. He got second place in the written, but first place in the combat portion. So yeah, Bakugo heard about it, and he was a little bit. No, he wasn't surprised, but he was a little bit second because he got second. He saw this score from Meliodas, and he was shocked, but not really. And he tried to train as much as he could, besides in physical strength, as much as possible. But he did train a lot in physical strength, which he is a lot stronger than in canon. So yeah, but anyways, yeah. So the day of the anime, I mean not the day of the anime, the day of UA comes. He's able to carry the sword around, the short sword, but not the long sword. He, got approved of that. And so, he's just walking all the way to school. Well, actually, no. He walks all the way to the train station and takes a train. And he's wondering if he would, meet the reincarnation of Elizabeth. And that's who he's been searching for a while now. But he needs to get strong so that way he can protect her. And always, because he has that fear of her dying a little. Since there's no curse, they could be together. So yeah, but anyways, after the after he gets to UA, he just walks around the school because it was like pretty early. So he walks around the school just to find the lunchroom, the library, the training. Well, not the training area. Some classes that he may go into, and then even the support course. Then he found 1A. He sees how big the door is, and he goes like, "Huh, I wonder who's gonna be, here." It'd be funny if it's Escanor. Well, he died, as he was human. But hey, he'll probably have a reincarnation or a son. I don't know. No, I'm not bringing Escanor. The reincarnation of Escanor. Nope. But anyways, so he walks in. He sees Bakugo. He doesn't have his feet on the table, but Ida's like just being Ida. And Todoroki's in there. And, along with, not Elizabeth, along with Momo, who's Elizabeth. And right away, she has this feeling that she, using her angel abilities of sensory, she still has creation, the core creation, but she also has, the power to heal and such, and be able to fight with holy weapons, along with to sense evil in people, or, the good and evil in people, along with demonic energy. As she sensed a big amount of demonic energy that just entered the room, she looks, and she sees a boy who has Meliodas' face a little bit. Not his hair is green instead of yellow, and he just said. Everyone Todoroki was looking. He's like, What's wrong with this guy? Like, why is she looking at him?" And he just says, "Yo, what's up, everyone?" And then back to the she kind of he does that word's not form right. So Elizabeth is slowly figuring out this might be Meliodas. But, Bakugo, comes over, he goes like, "Yo, Izuku, what's up?" He was like, nothing much. You're still the same old Bakugo. Or should I say, angry Pomeranian. Mike goes, "Don't ever call me that again or I'm gonna explode you to hell." He was like, "Aw, we really think you're gonna hurt me. Do I have to do what I did to you all the other time? Flick you with one finger, send you flying into a wall?" He goes, "No. And keep those freaking black flames away from me. Like, purple flames away from me." He's like, "Nah. Maybe I'll just burn you a little bit like you always tried to do to me." He was like, "No, nope, nope. We already know what happened last time when you did that. It sent both of us flying." "Oh yeah, by the way, why the heck do you even have a dragon tattoo on your arm? And how did you even get that?" He goes, "Oh, yeah. Come on, sit down, I'll tell you." So, that kind of confirmed it with her, but, I want this to be a little bit of a scene. So basically, Momo gets out of her seat, she walks over. Well, no, she just gets to the end of where the tables are, and she goes, Can you show me this dragon tattoo?" And he goes, "Sure." He takes off his jacket, he rolls up his arm. Ito says, "How did you?" And he was like, "I don't know. Well, it's not really a tattoo. It's more like a birthmark. Or should I say, some suddenly appeared on me one day. And I don't know how, but I never really cared enough to get it looked at. So I just, kept it. It's kind of like it. It kind of reminds me of Meliodas to the Wrath. What do you guys think? And he was like, "Oh yeah, in the history, there was that one guy that had no power, but in the ancient time of magic, right?" He was like, "Yeah, I mean, we definitely got a plus in that class because of me." He's like, "Yeah, I was lucky to have you partners, with you and everything. That was an easy class. Everyone else got like B's and C's. How the heck did we get an A?" He was like, "Oh, because we actually named all of the sins along with like what their abilities and powers." So he was like, "Yeah, how the heck did you know about that?" He was like, research." He was like, "I have never found anything on it to this day. I've been researching." He was like, "Yeah, well, I'm just better than you then." Emilio just smiles, and so like he's still sitting up, like you're standing up, and let's just say, I think Elizabeth like shows off one eye, and Emilio notices it. And he just slightly smiles, like, "So," and he says to himself, "So, that's Elizabeth. Cool." He just sits down, but Elizabeth, walks over, and then just all of a sudden, like, before, like, he just, like, gets his jacket on, and he goes, like, basically, Elizabeth, aka Mom, was, like, right in front of him, and he goes, "Yeah, you have a I mean, is there something wrong? What's your name? Momo Yarozu?" He was like, "Well then, Miss Momo, is there anything the matter?" And she goes, "No, it's just wondering, do you have any weird memories?" He goes, yeah, castles, dragons, angels, demons, a girl with white hair, very, very kind person, and very understanding. As, her eyes are just widening. And he is also one who would stay by my side for the rest of my life. He promised. And that's when Momo just jumps into, just basically, like, puts her arms around him and just hugs him. And then, like, she technically starts crying. And Todoroki gets up and goes, like, "Hey, why did you make Momo cry? And why is she holding on to you?" And, well, she just says, "I found you. I finally found you. It's been so long since." He goes, like, and Deku just, well, yeah. Meliodas just holds her, well, basically just hugging her. And he just says, "I've been looking for you too for the past 14 years. It's good to see you again, Elizabeth." And, she basically, like, well, no. He's able to put his head back, and, well, she's just smiling, she's crying. Some girls are wondering, do they know each other? And, basically Mina asks, "So, do you two know each other?" And it was like, "Well, it's hard to explain, but whatever. So you want to tell them, or should I?" She goes, "You." He goes, "Well, I'm the reincarnation of Meliodas, the Sin of Wrath, the leader of the 70 Deadly Sins, also the leader of the 10 Commandments. Well, former leader, aka a demon. Well, the son of the Demon King." And she goes, "My name, well, was Elizabeth Lion. Hold on. Elizabeth Lioness, as she says, but I also had another name. Well, it was just Elizabeth, but I was the daughter of the great deity, an angel. And I fell in love with a demon. Well, this one," as she points to, well, Meliodas, who is basically Izuku. But, anyways. And she says, and basically, we fell in love in the middle of a war, and my mother and his father did not like it. So they put a curse on us, him to never age, me to die and get reincarnated over and over again. He lived for many years looking for me, and find each other again, and if I found out who I was, I died, and such, and we get reborn. It's always the same thing. But near the end of another war that started, me and Meliodas got our curses removed. We became mortal though, but I still had my angel wings and abilities, along with Meliodas have his demonic powers and abilities as such. And well, we got reincarnated again many years later. Which she asked, which family are your family? He was like, oh yeah, funny thing. Great 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 granddaughter. Son. Believe it or not. And she goes, wait, what you mean? Yeah. Our freaking kid had like from when we died with our kid, having his own family, they kept going to now. And it's like that's a lot of history our family has now. She was like, so that means yeah. Basically basically my granddaughter slash daughter, I mean not granddaughter, my granddaughter slash mom couldn't believe it until I explained some things, and which the family only knows about, and she now knows. So I'm not calling her a granddaughter or daughter-in-law or whatever. I'm just saying mom. It's been the most easiest thing ever, and I don't like to overcomplicate things. And Elizabeth laughed, saying, "You always were just like the simple things." And Todoroki was like, "Wait. So, kid reincarnations? What? Demon? Angel?" And he goes, as basically Meadows goes, "You all right there? You look like you're about to pass out." And basically Elizabeth says, "Oh, that's just Todoroki. He's a friend of mine. I mean, we've been good friends, and I told him about the night. Well, I say the person that I always will love, and she's basically, he's been acting weird every single time I talk about him." And he goes, "Wait, so you mean this guy? Izuku, like your name?" He goes, "Oh, past name or this name?" He goes, like, "Either." "Well, my name now is Izuku Midoriya, but my past name was Meliodas." He goes, "Alright, so this guy is a guy you fell in love with and still love." And she nods. He goes, but, 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 but what? You liked her or something? He goes like, "No," and his face is kind of red. And he goes, "Oh, well," just like, and as I was just like kind of watching this, he's saying like drama. This is one of the reasons why I became a teacher in his head. He says. He's just watching this, and basically Meliodas pulls Elizabeth closer to him. He says, "Well, too bad. Me and her have been together for a long time, and we still are." And he's just like, and Todoroki's kind of a little bit mad. But then Elizabeth, like, kind of like, how can I say this? She pushes him, saying like, "Don't do that. We're in class." He was like, "Oh, come on. I haven't seen you forever, so I can't hug you." She goes, "Yes, you can." He was like, "Oh, fine." And when he's about to go, like he pulls out his chair before he even gets into his chair, she just basically jumps, makes him fall over, and she's just hugging him. And he goes, "Wait, so why can't I hug you?" She goes, "Because I say so." He's like, "Come on." She goes, "No." And he goes, "But we're in class." He goes like, "So you're not allowed to do what I am." He goes like, "Fine, you win." And she just smiles. And Todoroki's like, "I didn't even have a chance," he said to himself. As soon as he came back into her life, I didn't have a chance. Come on. This is no fair. Bakugo was just laughing, but then, Melio says, "But why are you laughing? You don't have a girlfriend." He goes like, "So? I'm alright for now." But hey, that's kind of weird that you're technically a demon. Well, he goes, "Well, I'm not a demon no more. I'm human. But I still have my demonic powers. That's the only difference." I was like, "Alright." So, she gets up, and, Enzuku, I mean, Meliodas gets up. He's like, "So, do anything after school?" She goes, "No, let's, get to know each other, see if we're still the same old first. And then, if so, we'll see where it goes from there. He was like, all right. Then Aizawa gets off the floor out of his sleep bag. I was like, everyone be quiet. You've taken too long. Also, I'm kind of a little bit more awake since the drama. Thank you. You too. And he was like, no problem. And he goes, hey, green hair. And he looked at his face, Izuku Midori. He was like, yeah. You might just call you Meliodas since you said. He was like, either name works. Really, I don't really mind. He's all right then. Anyways, you look like a problem child, so your nickname to me is Problem Child. He's like, okay. Well, you're not mad? He's like, no, doesn't bother me. I actually am a problem child. He goes, wait, what? How much of a problem child? He was like, enough to probably break the school into 2 pieces. Which he just says with a grin, and Elizabeth says, don't mind him. Has a sick sense of humor sometimes. He was like, not always. She goes, yeah, you're more about... And then he just covers her mouth like, yeah, I'm not that way no more. He's like, all right, whatever. She says, better not be. He goes like, I'm not. And then he says himself, not in public. So, anyways, if you know Meliodas, then you know how he is. So yeah. So anyways, Mineta kind of looking. Oh no, not yet. So basically, Aizawa does the whole entire thing. Tells him to put on the gym uniforms and just to go and change. Araka, came and said thank you to him. He says no problem, but Elizabeth goes like, huh? Then she heard a rumor about him saving her, so he's like, okay. So yeah. So anyways, so they all go get changed. Kirishima, compliments on Meliodas on about his working out and everything, and then he sees basically Mineta just being Mineta, and this is when the mark started to form on his head. And he just started walking over. People are seeing it. Like, he's fully, in the gym uniform. And he says, so, you're, he says, what's your name? He says, my name's Mineta. What's your... And he sees Izuku just glaring at him, a death glare. He's like, he goes, are you staring at the girls' bathroom just to see them? And maybe, Momo? He's like, no. I'm just... I wasn't looking. I didn't see nothing. I swear. He's like, really? Yeah, I swear. So don't kill me. And then next thing he goes, as fire's on his fist, and he's like, sorry, but you deserve this. And then he goes, no. And Meliodas punches him right through the wall, all the way to the outside, which is basically Aizawa sees him like, Mineta just like. Have his face is knocked out, and it looks like he has broken bones, and basically he goes all the way to the boys' locker room. Heck, he even sees Meliodas just burned a hole in the wall to be closed. And he goes, "What happened? Why is that Mineta guy just out there?" He was like, "Oh, because he was being a pervert." He was like, "Oh, okay, he deserved it then." Jiro heard that. She told the girls, and basically, they look at Momo as, well, Elizabeth, and they say, why did he, I know because we're girls and all, but why did he do that? He goes like, oh, he's overprotective of me. She goes, wait, what? He goes, yeah, if anyone hurts me, he would go crazy and destroy the whole entire, he basically destroyed the whole entire kingdom once by accident, because his magic went out of control. And they all were in shock. And he goes, is he gonna do that here? He was like, no. I mean, he knows I won't get reincarnated, but if I die, I'll be permanent now. So he's gonna try to take precautions, so I'm just safe. He's so nice and caring, but he is dangerous too, which is kind of not the scary thing. It's kind of the thing I like about him, which that kind of shocks them a little bit. They go like, for a nice, sweet girl, you like danger. Go like, well, that's what Mo was just saying. Well, Elizabeth goes, well, me and him did fight in a war, so you really think I would be nice all the time? And they just true. So yeah, because she explained it all to them more in detailed girl talk. So yeah, so when they all get out there, Mineta was sent to the nurse's office. And then, the nurse was told, she said she won't heal him. She's gonna have to make this all up by himself. And Aizawa just says, all right, but I'm going to put him in a different class because he's not suitable in my class. And let's just say Kendo just gets put in. So yeah. So basically, we'll be put into class 1A next episode. But anyways, so as you know, they Aizawa says, well, just let you guys know, I would choose the one who got both good scores in the written and fighting portion, but since there's two, I'll let you both go. And he was like, oh, cool. So basically, Meliodas and Bakugo walk up, and he goes, all right, you, Explosion Boy, go for the ball. How was your highest score? He's like, 75 meters. And he says, use your quirk. He was like, all right. And he uses his quirk and says, die. And it gets the same. It gets a little bit over like 875, which surprises him. Then he asked Meliodas, what was the last time you scored? He was like, oh, I just lowballed it. My strength to be in 1,000. He was like, all right, throw it with medium strength. He goes, all right. So he throws it with medium strength. It goes 2,000,000 miles away. So, yeah. He says if he full fruit power, he probably could have got infinite or it would have broke as soon as it left his hand. And he was like, wow, that's strong. He was like, yeah, pretty much. So basically, he says, all right, 2,000,000 miles. Which was in the center of the ocean. But anyways. So everyone goes, and everything goes similar, but Meliodas is just beating everyone else and everything. And then Magneto's not a part of it, so he didn't swell no one. He got someone out of his class, so he's good. He just says, all right, everyone, use this as records. That's all I'm gonna say. You do whatever you want. Also, guys, go home. I'm tired. I need a nap. He goes, all right. So everyone gets changed. Bakugo and Meliodas is walking along with Elizabeth. Todoroki just being mad and upset because, well, the girl he liked already, like, just as soon as she sees the guy she was with in the past, she forgets about him. And, basically Meliodas asked her, did you ever have feelings for that Todoroki guy? She goes, no, only liked him as a friend. He knew this, but, he still didn't want to listen. Sorry. He goes, nah, no problem. He's probably gonna try to win your heart or something. Yeah, but anyways, so, she asks about his past. He kind of explains it and how it is. She says she wants to meet her, technically, granddaughter / also mother-in-law then. He goes, alright. So, they go to his house, and she meets Inko. Inko, meets Elizabeth. Elizabeth explains everything. Then Inko's just happy. So she asks how it was back in their time period, and because she never asked Meliodas, because she thought it would be a touchy subject, he says, "Oh, I would have told you." And yeah. So after that, he after hearing everything, she understands now. So yeah, but they go. He brings her. He basically kind of like just walked her all the way home. No, he basically jumped from rooftop to rooftop, getting her home really easily. She basically thanked him and saying she had a great time. Want to hang out this weekend? He was like, sure. Just being happy. Basically touching reunion. She kissed him on the cheek, saying bye. She runs inside and, she just kind of like jumps up a little bit and her wings popped out, which surprised her because she didn't think she was gonna have them. And Meliodas saw this and he just smiles. And he just activates his black armor, which then he formed into wings and flew away. So yeah, anyways, this is where I'm going to leave it off, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry if it sounded like it was rushed, because it was. Because it's already 5:01 and I have not eaten dinner yet. So anyways, bye everyone. Have a nice day and night wherever you guys are. Bye.